The Secret Service and the FBI should absolutely be opening an investigation of what happened there, because the President of the United States and the First Lady, I was shocked when I watched it. Of course, I streamed his speech, and we didn't see any of that lead up. We just saw we saw the speech before him, some criminal from some place in the world, and then the president. And so we just basically saw that. We didn't see any of this. So when I saw it, I was absolutely shocked at the lack of Secret Service action. As the leader of the free world and the First Lady of the United States got on an escalator, as soon as they stepped on it, it froze, which froze them in place, and literally nothing happened. No Secret Service converged on the two of them. They didn't close ranks on the two of them. They just stood there in the open looking to the right like, what the hell's going on? And then they had to walk up the steps, and there's not a Secret Service agent except for the one behind them in view. And I'm thinking to myself, well, how is that possible?
I don't expect to see the Secret Service everywhere. I don't. That's their job, is for you not to see them. For a place like that to be completely secured where nobody does have access to it, so that if it's just stairs, he's just walking up it anyway.
I don't understand what you're saying.
What I'm saying is, just because you only saw one doesn't mean he only had one Secret Service agent there. I think you're basing it on what you saw as opposed to what you didn't see. And it's more what we don't see that I think maybe unnerves people, because we don't see it. Well, where are they? They weren't there. How come nobody moved? Maybe because they're not supposed to move. Maybe that whole area, and we don't know, was already locked down. Nobody's coming in and out. Anybody who's supposed to be there is in there already. And that's why they let the camera in there, because, this is you're only one camera. You're only one camera angle. This is all you're going to see. And that's going to be that. I'm not saying that the escalator thing wasn't pre-planned and pre-motivated. I totally think it was. I'm just thinking, if you're going after the Secret Service, they're pretty good at, I would think, especially now with him, they are really good at making sure that everything is taken care of and that there's going to be no issues. So,
yeah, I couldn't disagree more on what happened today. And I mean, as we're sitting here talking about it, I don't know who this person is, but they said when the escalator came to a sudden halt, Secret Service just looked around hoping someone was going to fix the problem. That wasn't clearly supposed to happen, and it turned Trump into a stationary target. Why did they not cover and evacuate him immediately? And here's the video of it. You can just.
He's still leaving the U.S.
So here's the agent behind him. I mean, they don't do anything.
President Trump, why did you cancel the meeting with Chuck Schumer?
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, but how fast is an escalator moving as opposed to somebody walking up it? Stopping for 1 or 2 seconds isn't going to change much if you're thinking of the worst.
Yeah. Yeah, but any change to protocol, any change to the president's movements, I think to Damon's point, there was a material change. He's supposed to go up an escalator that's moving, period. That escalator stopped. And as far as Secret Service goes, there are no accidents. There are no mistakes and things like that. It just stopped. To me, that's like red alert, and somebody should have been around. I hear what you're saying, Delgado. They're all over.
Exactly. Yeah. How do they not tighten the circle around him?
I agree. I want to see a presence around the president. I'm sorry, I don't like that unseen. That doesn't sit well with me either. I want to see people jumping on that. That was definitely an act of. That was an unusual act, right? Come on, there should have been somebody all over the president at that point.
I mean, it just seemed completely strange to me that nothing happened while he stood there for a good 5-10 seconds, looking to his right. The First Lady almost fell. He had to grab her. She had to grab the handrails. And then they just proceed on. They don't tighten ranks around him at all. What if the elevator? I mean, who knows what could have happened? I don't know.
Yeah,
it seems very strange to me. But to the broader point of the UN, there's no way it's a coincidence. After the headline basically laying out this scenario, joking that they were going to do this, literally joking. The New York Times printed the headline. Caroline Levitt retweeted it today, saying there needs to be an investigation.